Right, coming to the next topic in the requirement engineering chapter, that is NFR, non-functional requirements. Coming to this topic, non-functional requirements. So non-functional requirements, as we discussed in the previous topics, non-functional requirement. Where is this cursor? Yeah, non-functional requirements. If you see here, it deals with the constraints on the services, deals with the time constraints, constraints on the development process, standards whether it is following or not, and as a whole, the total entire system will be considered. Now, if you deal with this functional requirements, non-functional requirements, the constraints over here, the constraints on the services or functions offered by the system. These constraints, it is specifying on the services or functions offered by the system, will deals with NFR. They include, as I said just now, time constraint is one point, constraints on the development process is another, constraints imposed by the standards, third one. These three together will be included in NFR. One is time constraints, development process constraint, and the standard constraints. Different types of NFRs we are having, like software requirement consisting of user requirement, system requirement. Again, system requirement consisting of the total three categories: FR, NFR, domain. Now, FR it doesn't having any types, and domain is doesn't having any types. Only we are dealing with NFR. NFR deals with non-functional requirements. So among that, we have different types of non-functional requirements. The first one is product requirement, second one organizational requirement, third one external requirements. So this is the figure which we like to be. This is one example we'll discuss. Right now, we have currently three categories of NFR, non-functional requirements. So first one is product requirement. Second one, organizational requirement. Third one, external requirements. First one, product requirement. Second one, organizational requirements. Third one, external requirements. Let me go with the first one, product requirements. So product, the name itself, it deals with what actually we required to start working with the product, to make it is a working model of that product, what actually it is required. So that deals with here. Which one? This is product requirements. So product, it is going to specify the behavior. It includes, like as I said, usability, efficiency, reliability, and portability. These are the four different categories of NFRs comes under product requirement. What are they? Usability, efficiency, reliability, portability. These are the product requirements. Easily you can catch the things. The second category is organizational requirement. So organizational requirements deals with the name itself talks about the organization. It derived from policies and procedures. It includes the following organizational requirement like delivery to the customer, implementation, standards, all stuff will be added in organization. And external requirement deals with the derived from the factors external to the system and its development process. It includes the LETs like interoperability, ethical, and legislative. So these are the ethics. It's follows by LET. One is interoperability, ethical, legislative. So these three different categories. One is the product, second one is the organizational, third one is the external. Now, once you deal with this one, if you are, please draw the diagram. First, it deals with non-functional requirements, product requirements, and next is deals with next one deals with organizational. So, as we discussed in the previous slide, observe carefully that three categories. Again, we have subcategories. In the product requirements, what are the other subcategories? Usability, efficiency, reliability, portability. And in organizational requirements, we deals with delivery, implementation, standard. In the external, we again it is divided into interoperability, ethical, legislative. Agree? The same thing you can draw in the form of a graphical representation. That's all. First one is product, second one is organizational, third one is external. As I said, you product again consisting of what? Usability. This is 1.1. This is 1.2. Efficiency. 1.3. Reliability. 1.4. Portability. Okay. So efficiency again it deals with the performance is 1.2.1 and the space and the space. Similarly, organization consisting of delivery, implementation, standard. So delivery requirements, implementation requirements, standard requirements. And external, as I said, you interoperability, ethical, and legislative. These are the three different non-functional requirements available. Legislative organ consisting of privacy, safety requirements. Right. So if you see the hierarchy, it gives you some sort of a kick over here, the NFR, how beautifully they represented. So NFR, non-functional requirements or product requirements, organizational requirements, external requirements. Again, product requirement will divide it into usability requirement, efficiency requirements, reliability requirement, portability requirement. If you deals with organizational, it deals with the delivery requirements, implementation requirements, and standard requirements. So again, the last one is external requirements. It deals with interoperability and ethical, legislative. So legislative again divides with privacy and or the the safety. Okay. Now again in the efficiency, it deals with the space and performance. That is another one. If you come to the an example, simple example, product in the sense, as I said, it will be deals. Product will deals what? It available all clinics during normal working hours, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, for example. Downtime within normal working hours shall not be exceeded 5 seconds in any one day. In any one day, if you read out the statement, the MHC PMS shall be available to all clinics during normal working hours, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Downtime within this normal working hours shall not be exceed 5 seconds in any one day. 5 seconds in any one day. Organizational requirements, it deals with users of the MHC PMS system shall authenticate themselves using their health authority identity code. Like we have ID code, it also be a HAID, that is health authority identity code that deals with organization, because organization deals with delivery implementation standards. External deals with interoperability. So the system shall implement the patient privacy provisions as set out in HSTAN of this so and so. Whether the externally implementing of this external requirements, what are they? We have the interoperability, ethical, and legislative. Just we can need to mention that. So this is one example how we'll deal with the product. Just simple product will talks about the usability, the efficiency, also. As part of this MHC PMS, which is stands for mental healthcare patient management system, deals with that. The product requirements will deals with the 5 seconds in a day. Should not be exceeded. Exceeded in the sense what? Downtime means without working, slowly working. That downtime is only 5 seconds they are allowable. The next requirement is organizational. So organizational definitely we have to authorize that one, or else it is very tough task. So external requirement, it deals with the privacy of the patient, provisions as set out, whether how the patient will look like over there. Okay. So if it takes up about the metrics, what are the different metrics are available in software is the first category here is here speed, second is size, first one is speed, second one size, third one use, fourth one reliability, fifth one robust, sixth one portability, third one use, fourth one reliability, fifth one robust, sixth one portable. Now, if you are unable to remember all, please write down in the examination at least few, whatever you had remember. So the table talks about the property as well as measure. Property in the sense it is going to gives for lease or it may be for purchasing. This property will for a system is consisting of only these 5 parameters. This is read up, its ease of use, the size, reliability, robustness, and portability. When it deals with the speed, when you are performing any transactions, online transactions or any other, how it will be react for that one, how much time it takes whenever any event occur, how much of time it is going to take. The size in the sense through that transaction, how much of data, the M data, megabytes data, and number of ROM chips. In the sense, what is the size internally it is allocating to run that one. Ease of means any training time is required. How many number of help frames will be there? Help frames in the sense for each and every module in the product, it has to give some help. And reliability talks with the mean time for failure. We'll just discuss later about this one. Right now, robustness means it's a strong one. It should be a strong one that will be considered as a robustness. Portability, the persons of the target dependent statements from number of target systems means it should be portable to anything, not only for Windows 8, Windows 7 or Windows 10, but also for Linux as well as for Mac OS. All will be supports your product, then it is called as portable. Right? So look closely within this NFR. We have just now discussed what actually NFR means, the types of NFRs, product, organizational requirements, a graphical representation of total NFR, how it look like from that. Okay. This is one example I have discussed with you, and this is some of the metrics where we are calculating about this. Hope you have done this. So just now we have discussed FR and NFR.